Right, hello Rachel and family. I'm sorry I don't know all your names. So I'm going to try and show you now how to play Silent Night, or my version of Silent Night on the guitar. And the first thing I'd like to say is I created this chord diagram and tab sheet, and it'll be a lot easier if you follow this when you try and work out how to play the guitar. At the top of the sheet are the chord diagrams, and they'll be fairly self-explanatory. That tells you how to position your fingers on the guitar. And the bottom is the tab sheet, and that shows you how to actually play the song. And each of the lines on the tab sheet represents a string on the guitar. And where it says 0, somewhere around here, on the second string, that means you play that open string there. If it says 1, you put your finger on the first fret, and so forth. But I'll scan this sheet and I'll send it to Rachel via email. Okay. It looks like on the tab sheet there are a lot of different chords, but they're not really. They're very, very, very similar. But what they do is they give you a different sound. So I've got 3 Gs. I've got that one, and that one. So that's the normal G, where the E string has got that note on it. This is a different sort of G, but it's the bottom 2 fingers stay the same the whole time. Those 2 strings stay the whole time, but this time I'm playing the B string, the second string here, instead of the top string. So I go, and the final G is playing that open, that last B string open. So, but in no time on those last 2 have I got I'm playing the top E string. So we've got. Okay, so those three of the chords are just G. And if you don't want to, you mess it up or whatever, you just stick to one of those Gs and it'll still sound okay. You just won't get the nice melody of it. Okay, and that's what this arrangement's about, really, because it's not really strumming like a. So I'm not doing that. I'm actually, a lot of the chords are just slowly picked out. That's actually called an arpeggio. An arpeggio is where you play the notes of the chord individually. For an arpeggio, it's quite a quick arpeggio. So some of the arpeggios go. But this is quite a quick arpeggio. And the idea of this is it helps you bring out the melody. So that's 3 Gs arpeggiated, and here's 2 Ds. So we discussed this one. So again, it's on the chord sheet. So basically, your first finger goes down on the 5th fret. And your second, 3rd and 4th fingers go down on the 7th fret, so you miss out that fret. So it's. Okay, so that's on the chord sheet again. So that's 1 D. The other D is the one you know, which you probably know, which is the standard D. And there are also 2 Cs. The first one is just a very simple standard C. You're only using 3 fingers. I don't know if you ever use that. The C with a G, which is that 4 finger. For this, you have to use the 3 fingers. Because to make the next C, you put your little finger on that G string. So you go. You see? C. Then pick out the melody. So 2 Cs, normal C, and then that one you're just dropping that finger on there. So it's quite simple to do, actually. So really, that's G, D, and C. Now here's the other chord. I don't really know what it is. I think I've obviously just made this chord up. But I've looked it up, and it could be a D7 with an A bass, or it could be an A minor 6th. But anyway, it's very simple, because really what you're trying to do is get that note which is on the 8th fret of the E string. There's one place where you need that. And by putting that, by covering the 7th fret with your first finger, you get a nice self-harmony, a slightly minor sound, which is not inappropriate. A bit like that, or a bit like this. But I want that note in there to make the sound of the song. So they're the chords. The way you play them is arpeggiated, and really, although there's a lot of chords, as you can see, all you're doing is moving one finger to change the chord. Or D. The final thing is not really a chord, but there's a harmonic. You can use it, you don't have to. At the very end of it, you might want to go, that's a harmonic. It just sounds nice to finish it off. And if you're familiar with harmonics, what it is you rest your finger on the strings. It takes a bit of practice just to get used to it. Instead of pressing the strings down, you rest your finger on the strings. And you get this, what they call it a harmonic sound. Just to recap, we've covered what are a lot of chords, but they're really only G, D and C. Okay, and the rest of the song really is occasionally, it's playing those chords, but occasionally just picking out a note. So I'm going to play the whole thing through now, and then perhaps I'll record another bit of a video and talk it through. Okay, and I'll sing it so that, not that I've got a good voice, but just so that you know where it all goes. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round your virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Right, I've reset the camera angles a little bit so that hopefully you can see my fingering a bit better. Right, I'll talk you through it now. So, as we said, the song, this version of it relies on arpeggiating the chords, and it uses a few different G chords, and on most days you don't play the top E string, as you'll notice from the chord diagram. So the whole thing starts off with what I've called on the chord diagrams the G1 chord. So you arpeggiate the G1, then play the top E, then play the D note on the B string. Okay, I'll do that again. Then you play the G2, and again you just play the lowest 5 strings, tonally lowest, the top 5 strings on the guitar, of course. So it goes G1, open E, B string, G2, repeat, G1. Then you move to this D chord that we talked about in the church hall. And then normal D, and G3, the normal G, G2, open E, D string, B string. Then to the C, normal C, and then we play this, what I've called C2 on the chord chart, which all you're doing is dropping this little finger onto. Then you play F sharp, it is, on the E string, then the open E. Back to G1, open E, B string, G2, repeat, G1, C2, then this D1, into this A minor 6, then G3, then just one finger on the 7th fret of the E string. So that was G3, G1, G2, G1, then the C note on the B string, then the A note on the G string, and you finish off with a G3. Actually, you finish off with a G2. There's a harmonic. So good luck with that. If you need any help, you can email me or get in touch. I think Rachel should be able to find my contact details on the rotor sheets. Anyway, good luck with it. Let me know how you get on, please.